I have two or three favorite theologians. Yeah, I know it's a geeky minister kind of thing, but you might have a favorite sports figure, and I do, but I also have a favorite theologian or two because that's just the nature of who I am. One of those is Karl Barth, the great Swiss pastor and theologian, but my very, very favorite is a man named Dietrich Bonhoeffer. Bonhoeffer begins his book, The Cost of Discipleship, with a statement, when Jesus bids a man come, he bids him come and die. For some, that could have been a physical death, but for most of us, that's a surrender of our total selves to God, putting ourselves at God's disposal. During this season of Advent, our opening our hearts and lives to God and letting God do with us whatever it is God wants to do is a joy. And throughout all the year, it's a privilege. Bonhoeffer was imprisoned during the Second World War. He came to understand that the only way to destroy the evil of Nazi Germany was to do away with Adolf Hitler. And shortly before the war ended, he was hung at Flossenburg concentration camp. I wonder what he might have done had he lived. But this is one thing in Bonhoeffer's writings about learning to wait. And waiting is something we do in Advent. And at the end or the conclusion of this reading, I invite you to listen, continue to listen for Jennifer Wills as she again sings and ministers to our hearts and minds with the beauty of music. So hear these words from the Second World War from Dietrich Bonhoeffer, written from prison. Celebrating Advent means learning how to wait. Not all can wait. Certainly not those who are satisfied, contented, and feel that they live in the best of all possible worlds. Those who learn to wait are uneasy about their way of life, but yet have seen a vision of greatness in the world of the future and are patiently expecting its fulfillment. The celebration of Advent is possible only to those who are troubled in soul, who know themselves to be poor and imperfect, and who look forward to something greater to come. For these, it is enough to wait in humble fear until the Holy One himself comes down to us, God in the child of the manger. One person wrote, and I forget even who it was, may you live in troubled or uneasy times. We do today. And we experience at Christmas the first advent of Jesus, the coming of the baby in the manger born to Mary and Joseph, surrounded by shepherds and ultimately by the Magi, or the wise men. But we know that our world is not perfect. It's not right. It's in need of change. And the same is true of ourselves. And so with humility and hope, we wait. Something that's very, very hard. We wait for the second advent of Christ. Enjoy this music by Jennifer, and may God bless you throughout your day. Amen.
In sin and error
Christ.